He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.
Hello, and welcome to Armstrong Entertainment. This is Chad here, and I saw the movie Steve Jobs. It stars Michael Fassbender, Kate Winslet, Jeff Daniels, Seth Rogen, is directed by Danny Boyle, and written by Aaron Sorkin. Now, obviously, this movie is about Steve Jobs, and let me just start off by saying I knew nothing about Steve Jobs going into this film. He's just one of those people, I kind of knew, certain things about him. I knew he worked for Mac, I knew he got fired, I knew he got rehired, but pretty much nothing else. I didn't know anything about his personal life. My knowledge on him is like a 2 out of 10. And I would always get him confused with Bill Gates. And come to think of it, I still don't know who Bill Gates is either. I don't know. I'm an idiot, I guess, because I just do not know who these two men are. Obviously, I know Steve Jobs did the iPhone and the iPod and all that jazz, but I don't really know his rise to fame, I guess you would say. So this movie takes place over 14 years of Steve Jobs' life. It's basically 3 different product launches that he was involved with in 1984, 1988, and 1998. And each scene is about 30 minutes long, each year I should say. And they pretty much just go through, he does a lot of outfit changes through the years, he ages, and it's like his life, his personal life, his daughter, or I guess, is it his? Yeah, it is his daughter. And he has other kids that I didn't even know. They never even mention his other kids in the movie, or his other wife in the movie, or his wife that he was married to in the. So it was a little kid. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of things they left out. Now let me just start off by saying things I liked about this film. Obviously, the actors in this film are amazing. Michael Fassbender, he was incredible. He portrayed Steve Jobs in what I'm assuming is a perfect way, because I don't know much about Steve Jobs, but I love Michael Fassbender and I love him. Kate Winslet, amazing. But I will admit, in the first segment, in 1984 segment, her accent was non-existent, and then all of a sudden, as the years went on, her accent would get thicker and thicker, and I'm thinking, wouldn't your accent get less and less, or stay the same? It was just a little odd. That was a little off for me, so on that alone, I don't think she should get nominated. Michael Fassbender could. Seth Rogen doesn't age a day in this film, which I also found kind of odd. Jeff Daniels is great. He was able to handle the dialogue. It's Aaron Sorkin, so it was exhausting to watch. I was just like, please, just somebody shut up, just stop talking. You're talking way too much. It just drove me crazy. It was exhausting for me to watch. Now let me just get into the things that I didn't like about this film. The dialogue. It felt like a play. I felt like it was a lot of walk and talks. I felt like I was watching The West Wing, which is fine, but for a movie setting, it was just too much for me, and I really did not care for it. Also, the whole fact that I didn't really like Steve Jobs as a person, and I know there's a lot of negative things going around about him, and I always knew there was like a negative connotation with his name, and I knew he wasn't like the perfect guy, but he's also brilliant, and I don't know, after watching this film, it didn't make me like him any more or less. No, it made me like him less, because I didn't know all this about him. I also really enjoyed how this wasn't your typical biopic, how they didn't go from like his birth to his death. They just took 14 years of his life and focused on that, which was great, and I'll give them props for that. But overall, this movie did not work for me. I really didn't like it. I didn't care for it. The performances were really good and strong, and I guess it's more character-driven than plot-driven, and there was some good comedy in there, which I enjoyed and I appreciated, but out of this movie, I will definitely never see this movie again in my entire life, and I think the only thing that might come out of this film is Michael Fassbender might get a nomination, but I don't know. I don't think the film is being very well received already, and I'm definitely in that boat. I really didn't love it, obviously, as you can tell. Some people here are loving it, but I don't know. I guess if you're gonna see this film, I would only see it to watch Fassbender and Kate Winslet. And if you want to learn something about Steve Jobs, I learned a little bit. I actually learned more going on the Wikipedia page than I did in this film, to be completely honest. Overall, I was not a fan of this film. I honestly don't suggest seeing it. I heard it's better than the Ashton Kutcher one, but I didn't see that one either, obviously. It is called Steve Jobs, and it is playing in a theater near you, and probably won't be lasting much longer because it did horribly at the box office. Alright, until next time.
Watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.